Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I welcome you all to my class for the social science. Myself Yasmin Tan, and I take you the subject, and let us begin the topic called sources. So before we go for the sources, do you know the meaning of history? History means history is a systematic study of the past. History is written on the basis of sources. Means just for reference we say only the past here. It has been written by great historians, and after studying to that one, the meaning is being called the source. What is the source? The things used by human beings in the past have remained is called sources. Means the people now, they are no more. They have written everything, the legendary, and so we came to know the facts of the people, what are the things they have been, how they led their life, what are the places they conquered. So this has been an inscription. How we verify this inscription? And this is being maintained by archaeological people. These people identify and they say it has been in history, it is in so and so era, it's of 1500, 1600, it has been on war. So these sources been mentioned on written letters. Now let us come here, what actually the source. The sources is being divided into two. One is called literary sources, archaeological sources. Once again I repeat children, sources is divided into two. One is called the literary sources and archaeological sources. What is this literary? Literary means written. Okay children? Now this literary is been again divided into two. One is called written literature. The second is called oral literature. Okay, literary sources is divided again into written literature and oral literature. Now this written literature, it has been written by the great people. Okay, when we say here like Babarnama, it's been written by himself, how he left his life. So that has been written by himself here. And a person don't know to read and write, it's been dictated. That is an oral literature. Example, Akbar. He was not knowing to read and write, but he dictated to one of the scholar. So he started to write the history. Then this written literature again is divided into two. One is called the native literature and foreign literature. Okay children, what is that? Written literature is divided again into native literature and foreign literature. Native literature, native in the sense here within India. The people, those have been ruled in our India, so they have maintained their own story. Example like Kautilya's Arthashastra. Arthashastra means economics. Okay, and King Hala's is being called Gatha Saptasati. There have been so many. If we just go on, there's no stop on native literature. Native literature written within our India. Okay children. Now second has been called the foreign literature. What is this foreign literature? The people, those who come from different nation. Foreign literature, the people, those who come from different nation to India, like we have Fahim, then Hyun Sang. So these are the people, the Megasthenes. He wrote Indica. They settled down in one of the kingdom and they started to write their autobiography. So it is called foreign literature. Now then comes here, we have been studied only to the literary, written, then again written divided into native. Now let's come here for oral literature. Do they have again, has been divisions like literary? No, it has been only oral literature. Yes. Now, what is this oral literature? Oral literature means early period like folk story. Folk story in the sense like you children will be seeing like Alibaba, 40 Thieves, then Alauddin, these all are folk story. So we go, oh, this has been and happened in early period, but we don't know. It has been left and legendary. And folk songs. Now folk songs in the sense without music, with any nothing. Like for example, I can give you a small baby not sleeping or the mother sings a lullaby. Okay, folk songs we can see still this in villages on great occasions where they used to sing it by themselves, like on good ceremonies, on weddings and functions, and still they follow that without music it is. and folk legends, where folk legends in the sense here where they have left their history, and ballads is nothing but here from generation to generation it used to keep on continuing. One fact will repeat for generations to generation. So this sources has been a structure which has been given us a cycle tag that will come to know. Oh, literary in the sense only written. So how many facts we came to know in this sources? But archaeological source, what is this archaeological source? Archaeological source is nothing but where the people try to dig the earth, and they try to find out, for example, a piece of a bone, something will be mentioned over there, or written inscriptions, coins, monuments, and other ruined things here. Archaeological, where the people, the duty is only to keep on searching and giving different tasks what has been happened. For example, I'll give you a best example, archaeological source here, when we visit to Taj Mahal. So Taj Mahal, when we enter, we can see some writing on the walls, inscriptions, it can be written on the walls, or any coins, you can see the picture and so many things here. So that comes here, or archaeological. They are the people to define. This has been in 1600, 1500, 17 and so king's period. These people used to, archaeological people, they bring the fact of the thing, and so we'll come to know, oh, this is the thing, the people were having it, this is a type of dress, this is a type of costume they have been wearing, this type of weapons they've been wearing. From where? Archaeological source. Here children, please go through these points here and go through these points and refer it, and inshallah about the archaeological source we'll have the class tomorrow. Jazakallah khair.